Okay, so good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whichever time span you're watching this video. I want to say thank you very much for joining me today. Welcome again to the Military Guna TV. I am your host, Mario Dakers. Now, I want to say to you guys that I sorely do appreciate all the time that you guys take to sit and watch my videos. It's duly appreciated, as I said. Now, guys, please remember we're going to speak about two players today, Michail and Kemar Roofe. Now, the reason why I want to speak about these two players is the fact that in the Gold Cup campaign, we have the biggest issue, most talked about issue during that Gold Cup campaign, which was finishing our chances. So people smash that like button and very much hit the subscribe button as well and tune in to the Military Guna TV. Definitely, we're going to look to the future, and we're going to see how we can better whatever we did in this World Cup campaign. So, as I said, people, let's get straight into it. The major issue from this World Cup campaign was chance taking. Yes, we talk about all the coaching elements, but let's get to the players now. Chance taking, big factor, massive factor. We got so much opportunities, point blank opportunities that we miss. Now, the strikers, we have a huge striker pool. I think the striker pool is the biggest part of our team. It's like a pyramid, an upside down pyramid triangle, where it's top heavy, and then it just dwindles down right down. So we have a lot of strikers to choose from. That is the reason why I want to highlight two of those strikers today. I'm going to bring them up right now so that you guys can see which two strikers I'm talking about. I just mentioned the name, Kemar Roofe and Michail Antonio. So now, what is it so interesting about these two strikers? What is it that these two strikers are going to give us? And why should I discuss these two strikers? Now, first of all, let me read through what I tweeted. Reggae Boyz fall short in their Gold Cup campaign, and one of the main factors I highlighted was our finishing. We weren't taking our chances given, and these chances cost us. With the addition of these two players, will these two players bolster our chances in the World Cup qualifiers? Note that these are going to be some of the same teams we're going to be playing against in the, well, they will be stronger, but in the same sense, we will be making a few more additions. But we are looking at it as we want to bring in these players to bolster our chance of making it to the World Cup. Now, this World Cup campaign, they said that they said the previous Gold Cup campaign was preparation for this World Cup campaign, and I can't say that I see it as that, because if it was preparation for this World Cup qualifiers, we would have seen some of these players that are likely to play in the World Cup qualifiers participating in the Gold Cup campaign. We have seen a few of them, but there's no notion that some of those players in the Gold Cup campaign will be a part of this World Cup campaign. Now, let's get on to Kemar Roofe. Now, Kemar Roofe is a player playing at Rangers. What would Kemar Roofe offer this Reggae Boyz team, and why do we think that Kemar Roofe will definitely be a player that can add that finishing element? Do we strongly believe that Kemar Roofe would actually add something different for us? No, Kemar Roofe can play in a series of positions: left wing, right wing, striker, and also attacking midfielder. No, he can also play as a second striker. No, do we strongly believe that Kemar Roofe can be that talisman that we need? So last season, Kemar Roofe played 24 games. He had 14 goals in 24 games and 3 assists. Those goals were actually just in the league only. And sufficiently, I think that is a lot of goals. In comparison to the other players that we had in the Gold Cup campaign, this is sufficiently more. This is more than what Andre Gray scored, more than what Corberg scored, also more than what Nicholson scored. So yes, definitely, I believe that he will additionally add something to this team. Scoring frequency of 112. He scores a goal at every 112 minutes. That's literally every game and a half. Every game and a half, he scores a goal. And he scores 0.6 goals per game. So that's scoring ratio is significantly high. Shot ratio is high as well, 2.0. And shots on target, 0.9. So literally, for every 2 shots, he has 1 on target. and big chances miss 6. So he will find himself in those positions, and he will also miss big chances as well. So that's a part of it. But out of 24 games, he only missed 6 big chances. That's relatively good. I think that's good. That would actually add like 6 more goals to his game. Like that would be like 20 goals out of 24 appearances. But his passing stats are relatively good, very, very good. Averaging 79% passing stat, passing his own half at 90%, passing the opposition of 73%. And you know that he will be in and around that dangerous area. So definitely, I believe that Kemar Roofe will be someone that can have significant why is it so loud? Significant tenor to what we want to do. And as you guys know, Kemar Roofe is that type of striker who can provide an extra element exactly as a second striker or as a left or right winger. So that is what I want to talk to you guys about with Kemar Roofe. Now, the next player we want to go to is, I believe he would be the one that most people will be talking about and most people would be expecting to see. Now, let me give you guys some information that you never know. Michail Antonio played at right back, right midfield, left midfield, right winger, left winger, and also a striker. That is throughout his career. Now, what he's doing right now is he has actually moved and molded himself into a central striker. He used both feet, left or right, both feet, valued 12.4 million euros. And I think you won't get Michail Antonio for that. No, but that is his value. No, his preseason start off with in a bang. His last game that he played, West Ham slapped Celtic 6 goals to 2, and he scored a double in that one as well. Now, let me run through. So last season, I know he's playing in a more physical league, a more epic league. Last season, out of 26 games, he scored 10 goals and have 5 assists. So we're adding 2 players. One has 14, one has 10. So that's 24 goals. Michail Antonio scored every 2 games. He scores a goal. Kemar Roofe scored every 1.5. So we're adding 24 more goals into the bag. Michail Antonio has 5 assists. Kemar Roofe has 3, so that's 8 assists as well. Now, Michail Antonio has shots per game 2.4, significantly higher. Well, not significant, but it's a bit higher than Kemar Roofe. So you know that we're expecting a shot monster. Someone is just going to take some shot. Miss more chances than Kemar Roofe as well. So based off what we're seeing here, Kemar Roofe would actually be on the more clinical edge. Would definitely be on the more clinical edge with them playing similar amount of games. Kemar Roofe getting a more goals. But the only difference is that the league quality. Michail Antonio is in a higher quality league. I mean, a significantly higher quality league. We have seen what Michail Antonio have done with top class defenders, bully these guys over and over. But we're adding 2 goal monsters to the team. I'm not saying they're the highest scoring players, strikers around, but we are adding 2 players that score significant amount of goal every game or every other game. So we know that we're going to have goals. Having these 2 players into the team, we are definitely adding significant amount of goals into the team. And as I said, that is crucial. That is crucial. It doesn't matter how we want to look at it. That is crucial. But at the end of the day, this is something that we need to look at. We need to identify how important it is. These aspects of football is goal scoring, finishing those chances. That is the reason why I want to highlight these 2 players. So people, thank you very much for tuning in. Please tell me if you believe that these 2 players will significantly make us better, or it will be the same story of them missing chances. But tell me what you think. Put it down in the comment section. Remember to smash that like button. And all those who are not getting the videos, I would advise you maybe to unsubscribe. Can you imagine? I'm telling you to unsubscribe, and then resubscribe again and smash and turn on the notification bell, and you will definitely get all the notifications, because since of recently, most of our videos are not going out. The YouTube content creators in the Jamaican category videos are not going out to their the viewers and subscribers, and I can't explain why and what's causing that. That's just YouTube. But all I can say is, people, remember to smash the like button, just to help that video to shove it out. So if you're always watching the YouTube channels, just remember that that is the situation. So unsubscribe to each one of them, resubscribe again, and turn on back your notification, and that will help everyone in the category, and also you will get your videos and daily updates. So thank you very much again. Smash the like button, subscribe to Military Guna TV. Subscribe to Military Guna TV. Will these players help us? I believe that they will. And tell me what you think. Put your thoughts in the comment section, and we'll see how well we can go forward